Well, here we are. Another day, another ramble. I'm not bringing Nora with me, but I do have a special friend joining me on this hike. A buddy of mine named Matt, who we're gonna go get. Today's hike starts at the very popular Lake Tiarati in Harriman State Park, and it checks off some classic miles, map stars, and A-list trails. Lake Tiarati is one of the most popular spots in Harriman, and has a beach, so it attracts a lot of people and fills up quickly. They also charge for parking between May and October. We follow the blue blazed Lake Tiarati Trail away from the traffic circle to meet our first milestone of the day. It's momentous.
You know why?
Why?
Because we're about to be on the Appalachian Trail. Yep. But we gotta go that way though.
Ah, the infamous white blazes of the AT, and this was part of the first section of it ever blazed in 1923. The Ramapo-Dunderberg Trail and the AT run jointly here. Here we go. It's gonna get weird, man. Many other days are about the red circle on white R&D in Harriman, but today is not one of them. We start a gradual course up Fingerboard Mountain. The trail is obviously heavily trafficked here, but we got it to ourselves so far, which is surprising on a pretty nice Saturday.
Camera face off.
We're heading northeast at the moment, but are actually eating some redundant miles to meet our mission, looping the long path and the AT into one hike.
I don't know, Harry. I always thought the Appalachian Trail would be a hell of a lot more Appalachian-y.
Oh.
So we are currently taking what I believe is a shortcut from the AT to the long path. I hope so. It's an old woods road.
The long path and the Appalachian Trail only meet directly in one place in Harriman, which we'll see in a bit.
Matt, it's official. I have a second grade comprehension of map reading skills. Yeah. So I just want you to know you're in good hands. If you didn't hike on the long path, did you really even hike?
We cross Arden Valley Road right at the park border.
So the idea here is picking up the AT, taking it, I guess,
South-ish. Following a cut between Surebridge and Fingerboard Mountains, it's easy walking through newer forest growth and wetlands. The first substantial sweat of the day comes courtesy of the northwestern tip of Surebridge Mountain. This shelter, straight out of a horror movie, is unmaintained nowadays, but was built in 1937. We take a minute to take a few minutes, gazing west. There's a view of Upper Cohasset Lake, but with the leaves full up, it's partial. It's an uneventful descent down through a forest grove where we meet the only place the long path and the Appalachian Trail directly meet. We leave Aqua now, and for the second time today, we pick up the AT and dance, do 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 do, boogie wonderland. Sorry about that. And follow the white blazes up Island Pond Mountain, making another new friend.
That's the Island Pond.
Island Pond Mountain overlooks Island Pond, which is one of my favorite places in Harriman, but we'll get there another day. Because now, it's time to have a little fun with one of Harriman's most well-known natural features, the lemon squeezer.
I think this is the lemon squeezer.
The lemon squeezer spits you out at a junction with the red triangle on white Arden Surebridge. We regroup for a few, and the conversation turns to one of my favorite topics of anything and all time to talk about.
You are gonna love yourself some roads, son.
The post-hike meal. We're coming for your Rhodes Tavern soon.
If you told me I had to give up these wings or jobs for the rest of my life, at this point, I'm giving up jobs every single time. Did you watch The Cosby Show when you were a kid? Remember how Heathcliff Huxtable had this like incredibly seductive relationship with food? And I was like, I love food, but this dude like wants to food. And I was a fat kid too. I get it now, kind of. I guess that's my point.
We're only using the Arden Surebridge as a connector. In a quick 0.25 miles, we bisect our next junction. To the right, this path is the northern terminus of the White Bar Trail. To the left,
the long path. Every appetizer they have, I might get.
I'm thinking about the beer.
Oh yeah, the beer too. They got this bourbon beer there. Oof.
we follow the LP through what's known as Dismal Swamp and figure 8 today's earlier junction to jump back on the AT.
Oh shit. Sky's getting dark.
We take white up and over the eastern shoulder of Surebridge Mountain for our return loop.
In the woods, it's really just another level of enlightenment. Nature paints its own picture, sculpts its own sculpture, you know?
I'm not making light at how awful humans are. It's just, if I didn't laugh, I'd cry. A lot. Like every night.
Yo, this is an old mine.
The Greenwood mine, to be exact. First opened in 1838 and mined until 1880. Like a lot of the mines in the Ramapos, this mine supplied iron ore used in munitions during the Civil War. And then comes the biggest ascent of the day. It's not a real hike until you ask yourself why you do this for fun. This one was that today for us. Not technically hard by any means, but it's hot, and Fingerboard is one of the highest points in the park. I help myself to some now wild blueberries. A reminder of what this place used to be, but it's definitely better not being farmland. Get here early in the season though, people flock to Harriman for free fruit. We begin a slight decline passing Fingerboard Shelter, one of the busiest shelters in the park because of the AT. It's never an option for me on overnights, and oh yeah, it has a notorious bear problem, so there's that. We leave the AT here, hopping on a blue blaze side trail known as the Hearst Trail. Over its entire 2,175-mile course up the East Coast, the Appalachian Trail is blazed white, and most, if not all, intersecting trails are generally blazed blue. The Hearst Trail is just that, a blue blazed trail that leads off of Fingerboard Mountain to Seven Lakes Drive, the Broadway of Harriman and Bear Mountain State Parks.
Oh, Seven Lakes Drive.
As per usual, I was a bit premature. We could and should have just stayed on the AT for another mile north and picked up the Lake Tiarati Trail where we got on. Instead, we road walked. That's my bad. But we are rewarded with a glimpse of the cutest freaking baby trash bandits I've ever seen. So cute!
Matt says we do.